Alright, y'all, this is Curtis Blow with basketball here on KCUW 104.3FM, and we are in the studio with J-Stylez and Running with Arrows. Napping, you guys hear me?
Yo. Yes. Sounds good.
We had a little technical issue earlier with Running with Arrows. Okay, so we're getting some more about who you guys are and what's going on. How many activities you're going to have.
Hey, J-Stylez.
Yeah. Running with Arrows, how long have you been doing music?
I've been doing it ever since I was 15. 15, now I'm 23, so that's like 8 years.
And is this your first CD?
No, actually I made like 5, but then that's just the one I came out with like recently. So that's the one I work with the most. And some songs on there are the ones that like been played the most online. Yeah. So that's the one like I like to play at radio stations and stuff because people seem to like that one.
Yeah.
There's 11 songs in there.
Yeah. And the
Yeah. It's called Family Music Respect Entertainment. Yeah. And I came up with that like last year and a half ago. Yeah, year and a half ago. Mm-hmm.
So who are some of your influences musically? Music is a big part of any neighborhood life. Who are some of your influences?
Lightfoot. And am I allowed to say famous people's names on air?
Yeah, you can really
I would say Lightfoot, Tech Nine, Ritz, Yellow. Yeah.
Every day, the one that came out.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I play out in the year that song Living in Dream.
Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, dude, they're my inspiration for sure. And then of course Lightfoot and like Superman and the native artists. I met Superman, but I never met Lightfoot. I believe this guy has.
Yeah, Superman or Lightfoot's agent is my agent too. Yeah, and Superman is a good friend of mine, and we're gonna go through a Crow agency, so we're gonna probably see if we could meet up with Superman for a while. So we're gonna be going through his area.
So I haven't met Lightfoot yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I was kidding.
He won't share. Last month, huh?
Just 2 weeks.
No, it's been like almost 2 years now, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years. Tell them how we met.
I think I was coming back from Phoenix, and then my cousin called me, and then he told me, "Hey, you should do a show with this guy named J-Stylez." And then he had his number on a flyer over in Blue Gap Trading Post, and then he sent me his flyer. He sent me his number, and I called him up, and then that's when we started. That's when we hit it off. Hey.
Yeah, so he asked to do an opening, but that first show he didn't show up.
Hey, I was coming back from Phoenix.
He didn't show up, so.
Yeah, I didn't show up for the first one.
Okay,
but
so
I
who calls somebody and asks to do an opening and doesn't show up?
I do. I was coming back from Phoenix. That was my excuse. Anyway, but then the second show I showed up. So that was.
What was that show? Oh no, I invited him to do a show for me at Chin Lee
Mini Farms.
Mini Farms school.
And then, that's when we first met like 2 years ago. And then we just started talking and texting. He kept texting me in the middle of the night, trying to hang out.
So he was having trouble, so he was asking for advice, things like that.
Yeah.
But so I mean, I've been trying to help him out as much as I can, and so that's the reason why he asked to be on tour with me, and I said, go ahead, because he's one of the only native artists on the reservation that's really pushing it. And I really respect that, and shout out to my friends 49 Laps Comedy, also James Ernie Comedy. They've been my mentors for 6 years, and been there for me since the beginning. So I've learned that if somebody helps you out, help someone out to fulfill their dreams. So that's why I'm helping him out and trying to put his foot in the door to do school assembly presentations.
Yeah.
So
Hip hop creative, beach one.
yeah, like that.
Yeah, we had a last week we had Mark Gaffney.
Oh yeah, Mark Yap. Yeah, he's a pretty good friend of mine. We actually, when we were coming up, we stopped by the casino, and Mark Yaffe and also the cowboy and the, what was that? I mean the Indian and the white guy. We met them. They were at the casino, and also the Indian and the white guy. Their agent is my agent too. So he always talked about them, and I didn't know about them, and they were awesome. But yeah, we seen them. They were at the casino. You know, they were having fun over there.
Yeah, they were here last Thursday. Last Thursday? Yeah, they were here last Thursday. We went and saw the show.
Yeah.
We came down by the studio and hung out with us, did a quick interview. I called him the wrong name.
Oh, man.
That's not get verified. Your name is J-Stylez. Gotcha.
J-Stylez, and then this guy keeps changing the name. When we did a radio drop, he was saying running with arrows, running for arrows,
Running from
running
arrows.
for arrows.
I was all about, but it's running with arrows.
Running
And
back.
mine is J-Stylez.
Yeah.
So you say that you know you have an agent and everything else. People out there that on the reservations or even here that are thinking about getting into entrepreneurship and want to do things like this, what is some of the steps and some advice that you can give them? Because not everybody can just call up and get an agent. You know?
Well, the first thing you need to do is start right away. Start right away because it does take a lot of time. And like I said, there'll be a lot of ups and downs, mostly downs. So I mean that unfortunately, you know, it's like that. But you know, it's an obstacle you have to overcome. But you know, start right away, and I'll just be consistent. I always tell everybody that you know, I'm always on the phone. You know, when I'm booking shows, you know, I'm on the phone probably like I'd say 50, 60 hours a week doing calls because when you're an entertainer, entrepreneur, whatever, you know, you're gonna wear more than one hat, you know, because I don't just only entertain, but I'm a business person as well. I own my own business, J-Stylez Enterprises Incorporated. So you're gonna have to learn how to talk on the phone, negotiate, go there, do your thing, and whatnot. And so yeah, you're gonna have to learn how. I know, just work on, you know, talking with people and negotiating things like that. You know, you have to know how to do the paperwork. Because without no paperwork, there's no show. So there's no show, there's no money. So you can't. There's really nothing there. So yeah. So that's the advice, you know, I'd like to give.
All guys in the music industry, how he said that he respects you because you're one of the artists pushing it out there. Where you guys are from. So
Sure.
What do you get? Are you always hanging out flyers, mixing?
Yeah. When I first started, I recorded onto those little tape players. Remember, you push record and play at the same time or something. Yeah, I tried. I recorded with that first, and then my dad got the tape, and then my dad heard it, and my dad got mad at me. I never told anybody that, but he got mad at me, and he always told me, he's like, I don't want you doing this, cause you know, like how rappers a lot of rappers rappers these days too, like they have a bad image against hip hop music and stuff. So of course he thought I was gonna like maybe end up like them or whatever, but then he always told me not to. And then like when I got older, I kept doing it, and then he started to support me. And then he started supporting. Now he's one of my biggest supporters. Now he's really like, he calls me and he encourages me, gives me words of encouragement all the time. So him and my mom, they're really good supporters, man.
Yep, I met them when we went through Flagstaff, and really good parents and very supportive, and he's always on the phone with them every other night.
That's the thing, man. What are some of the obstacles you two have faced in, I guess, Indian country, having a reservation, the stereotypes of hip hop, and everything else? Because it's kind of hard. That's one of the things that people face, especially on reservations, is support. Because when you try to go out and try to go outside the norm and do things, sometimes you don't get the support you're looking for. Sometimes parents aren't supportive. Sometimes people tell you, oh, you're not going to make it anyway, it's not too right, you're wasting your time. Is that one of the things that both you guys have faced?
For sure.
Yeah, I've faced that the first 2 years of my career, because you know, when you come into the entertainment industry, you have to pay your dues first. So I've been doing that for a couple of years and whatnot. So I've been donating my time and services, showing people what I can do, and my parents, my grandparents were saying that you're not making any money off this, so why are you doing that? So for the past couple of years, I've been put down like that from my own family, and also so I mean it really hurts when you have like your own family members tell you that. I mean you expect them to be supportive, but at the same time you can't really expect that because the normal life is that 9 to 5. But which is not really good. I mean, which is fine, but when I before I graduate, I know I always want to do something that has never been done before, and I accomplished one of that back in 2010. I've actually been dubbed first Native American basketball entertainer and first Native American basketball juggler. So once I achieved that, I wanted to go even further. So I mean, but now my family, they're very supportive. They're calling me or they're texting me, asking if I'm okay and things like that. So I mean, so I mean, you're gonna always go through that. People that don't really support things like that. But
yeah. You just kind of have to figure it out, keep going through it.
Yeah.
Know that you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, and I always tell students, it's pretty cliche, you always hear anything's possible, right? Anything's possible, or, whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. But I really, I believe I'm really a great example for that because, like I said, I'm young, I own a business, I'm traveling, I'm out here. So I never, so when you think about it, if I'm doing this, then, if there's someone out there that wants to be a musician or anything, it's possible. So I mean, you're always gonna hear that, but it's true. And so that word cliche, it's a word for a reason. I don't know. I really don't know how to explain it. But I'm gonna have to think a little bit more about that. But it's I don't know. I think the secret behind that, is I don't know. It's true. I don't know where I'm going with this, to be honest, but I don't know. Because what I'm doing is I'm talking and I'm trying to read. I don't know why I'm reading that, but so my mind went somewhere else. But yeah. So I mean, anything is possible, and that is the truth, though. So
it is.
Yeah.
It is
I
true.
don't know what that says though.
He's been staring at the desk for 2 minutes.
So I don't know.
But it's cool. People hear me on the air, they're used to it. I'll be talking and I'll be reading an article or something or a status update on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Sorry guys. So let's go ahead and get into a little bit of music here for Running with Arrows off of your CD you just gave me. What's the name of this song?
The name of the song is called My Jaguar.
Your Jaguar.
Mm-hmm.
You own a Jaguar?
Yeah, I own a Jaguar.
You
I own an animal Jaguar and a car Jaguar.
What about a Jaguar from the Umatilla Res?
Hey.
I don't know. So what's the inspiration behind this song?
Damn. What is the inspiration? The beat.
The beat, okay.
The beat is what.
Alright, well we'll check out track number 3.
The beat just made me it's not for anyone. The beat just made me think of it. But people like it. I mean, people like it. Like they could take it and then they could be like, I dedicate this to you. And if someone needs comfort, it's there for them too. Like, it's for me, It's not to someone directly for me, but I just made it for the people so that they can give it or take it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, let's check out track number 3 here on Running with Arrows TV. We're in KCUW 104.3FM.
Oh, is it?
You did?
I don't know.
Okay.
Hey!